If you have a kid, I highly, highly recommend this one. By far, their favorite. Hey there, Ruthie here, and welcome back to my channel. It is that time of year again. So I figured I would share with you all some of our favorite toys and what we've been enjoying, what kind of gifts I feel like are worth it for my kids, and give you some inspiration. I think this is gonna be a two-part video. So it'll be kind of for the younger toddlers and then the preschoolers. Let's just jump right in, and we'll start with my son. So my son is 2 years old, and he's a very active little boy. He loves to climb, he loves to play, and so I really want to get him stuff that he will enjoy now, but also enjoy for quite a bit of time. And these toys, I guarantee, will be ones that your kids will love for a long time, because even my daughter, who's 4, these are some of her favorite toys. So I picked the things that are definitely gonna last you. Before we jump into things, I have to make a public service announcement. Amazon wish lists are your best friends. I have one for each of my kids that I keep live all year round. And basically, whenever there's something that they want, they see something, they're like, Mom, can you buy this for us? What I say is I'll put it on the list, and next time it's your birthday, or if there's a holiday or something, we can get it then. And then I don't have to buy it right then and there. It gives them an opportunity to add stuff to it. Hopefully as they're older, they could just put stuff in there. And then I share it with close friends and family, those who ask for ideas, and then they could just go off of that list. It's amazing, incredible, super easy. Also, then you can see kind of what's coming, what's not. So if you wanted to get something, you can make it a higher priority and try to get folks to get that item for you. Let's jump into the toys, and I'll start with some of our smaller toys. My first one is puzzles. I feel like kids around that 2 year, maybe 18 months, really get into puzzles and absolutely love them. Now, there's all kinds of like Melissa and Doug puzzles that are shapes, and I think those are great. But at this age, I really feel like you can start challenging them a bit. And I love this set. It came in like 4 different pieces. So you have, I think this is a ladybug, a turtle, a bumblebee, a car, teddy bear, and a butterfly. Each of these puzzles is usually like 4, maybe 5 pieces that the kids can put together. It's very colorful, very easy to assemble. It's really portable, so if you are going somewhere, you can also bring just a few of these. Next, let's talk about little people. So Fisher-Price has all these like little people toys, and they come in, you know, animals and people and all kinds of stuff. And while I know they take up a lot of space and it can really grow, I really think some of them are worth it. My son's ultimate favorite is this farm one. It has been his favorite since he was a baby, I think, and it is still his favorite. It makes a lot of animal sounds. We now talk about the different animals. And I gotta talk about this little race car track. So this is a race car track. It basically stands like this, and it comes with a bunch of little cars, and you just put them at the top, and they go all the way down. It's very fun and very cool. It's a silly little toy, but it's really fun and interactive. And recently I organized and redid my daughter's little kitchen area. And this is a kitchen area that she's had since she was 1, and now she's 4, and she's really into tea time and all that stuff. But my son is really into, again, the fake food and apple, grape, tomato. I feel like any pretend food play is awesome at this age. I will say the Melissa and Doug, like wooden ones with the Velcro where you can cut, are by far my favorites. But any kind of food that you can play with, that you can talk about, big hit at this age. Next, I gotta give it to Magnet-Tiles, and I think this is one that is worth going with the original. I originally bought like a knockoff or like a random version of kind of magnet pieces, and while it worked, it didn't work nearly as well as Magnet-Tiles. The castles, the roads, the tracks, the things that they can build with Magnet-Tiles are incredible. We keep this one downstairs in our living room area, and so whenever we're prepping for dinner and things like that, the kids are just constantly playing with these. This is a toy that's gonna last you, and it's worth going with like the original Magnet-Tile. Speaking of race cars, in my son's room we have a few kind of cars. So I did get him a wooden train set, and this by Brio is really good quality. The sets are ridiculously expensive. I don't know why they're so expensive, but the quality is really good. And so if you are looking for a train set, this is definitely a fun activity. I think just having this big table that we got at Pottery Barn with the track on top is a big hit. My kids love coming in here and building things on it. And these little baskets below keep everything organized for me. But I will say this other car set that we got, and it kind of connects, and is really cool. First of all, the connectors, you can kind of break them up and connect them whatever ways you want. You can build different levels, so my daughter constantly does bridges with them. And the cars, you turn them on and they actually go through it. And my son cracks up every single time this happens. He loves it. This is a really fun toy. Okay, so we got this green car. I don't actually know what it's called. I'll link it down below. But if you're gonna get anything, this is the thing to get. I mean, this car is so cool. Just by turning the wheel, it actually moves forward. Like, you don't even need to kick with your feet. It does take the kids a little bit of time to figure it out, but once they do, they're constantly riding it. I mean, this car moves throughout our whole house all the time. It is never parked in its spot. And then my last car item is the Step 2 Up ride-on roller coaster. This is basically what it describes. It's a little roller coaster, has a car that they can ride on. It's meant for outdoor and indoor use. I think I would recommend it more outdoor because it does go pretty far, and so you kind of need a lot of space if you're going to use it indoor. None of these toys are ones that they're going to play only for a few days and then forget about. These are all toys that they're going to keep going back to when they see them. They want to play more with them. And this ride-on roller coaster is literally the thing my son plays on every single time we go outside. It's really fun for him to go on it, to push the car back. They learn on it. And again, it will grow with you, and your older kids can definitely use it. The 3-wheel scooters are the way to go. We got one for my daughter, I think for her 3rd birthday, and then my son at like 18 months was already riding her scooter, so of course for his 2nd birthday we had to get it, and he's so good at it. It is the cutest little thing, this little 2-year-old with his helmet, riding his scooter, and he's become such a pro. And especially if you're having trouble with your kids kind of sitting in their stroller and you want to go somewhere, but walking that whole way will be too tiring for them, get a scooter. They'll love using it. We take it to the park, we come back, and that way I'm not stuck carrying him. And then now that we got them all really exhausted, from scooters to riding cars to all that, these are some of the things that are more kind of homey indoors. So first off is a easel. I got this one from Pottery Barn just because I like how it's organized, and you can see here it has a magnet board, a chalkboard, you can have the paper on top. It has many different layers for all the activities. It has cup holders for water and paint, so I feel like it's really well done and has all the things I need. It also has wheels in the back, so it's really easy to transport and move throughout my house. One of my tried and true, or an item that if a parent's like, what should I get my kids that are entering that toddler phase, is the step-up stool. I cannot stress enough how important it is if you have like an island or a prep area or a kitchen to get this step-up stool for your kids. My kids use this literally from my daughter's still 4, she uses it. It is used multiple times a day in my house. I mean, they go into this, they're safe and secure, and they can help me prep things, they can help me mix things. We do all our arts and crafts on my island, and they can stand there, and it's not me sitting and holding them or relying on the high chair that has like a limited surface. This thing is so worth it. I'll link the one I have. There's a few other ones out there. And then my last item for this age group is a membership to a children's museum. You can have a bunch of toys in your house, but they're gonna want something different. A children's museum membership is 100 times worth it. We bought one for our local one, and it is fantastic. First of all, by being members, we get to come in an hour early before general admission, and that's usually when we come. And that way it's not as crowded, and we could just go and have fun, and it is set up for children. So we walk in, and we're not constantly like trying to make sure that they're going in the right direction or not messing something up. Everything there is intended for them to touch, to feel, to play with, and they just have a blast. They literally walk through the door and just run. And in ours, there's like a supermarket, there's a car wash, there's like learning how to take care of pets, there's like building a house, there's a water area, there's all kinds of stuff. I think there's children's museums all throughout the US, so I would recommend if there's one local to you, get a membership. It's awesome. If it's a rainy day and you feel like you're gonna be stuck at home, go for an hour, go for 2. Your kids are gonna love it. They're gonna come back exhausted. They're gonna learn something new. They're gonna play with new things. Anyway, I think that's a wrap for my gifts for 2-year-olds. I hope this gave you some great ideas. What are some of your favorites? Please leave them down below. I'm always looking for more ideas. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Maybe consider subscribing. It is totally free for you and makes a huge impact for me. So I would appreciate that. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.